You ever scroll through your feed and feel that punch in the gut? Everyone's doing something amazing. New job, dream vacation, engagement, six-pack abs, and you're just there. Same couch, same routine, same quiet frustration. Yeah, that was me. My name's Chris, and I spent years measuring my worth by everyone else's highlight reel. Every morning, I'd grab my phone before I even brushed my teeth, and within minutes, I'd already feel like I was losing some invisible race. My friend Jake bought a house. My coworker got promoted. My ex? Oh, she was living her best life in Bali. Meanwhile, I was just trying to pay rent and not burn toast. And the worst part? I knew it was toxic, but I couldn't stop, because comparison is sneaky. It doesn't show up as jealousy. It shows up as self-doubt, as quiet whispers like, "You're behind," or "You're not enough." It's like slowly drowning in invisible water. Then one night I hit my breaking point. I was sitting in my car after work, scrolling again, feeling that heavy mix of envy and exhaustion, and suddenly I whispered to myself, why do I hate myself for not living their story? That question changed everything, because I realized I'd been so busy watching other people live, I'd forgotten to actually live my own life. That's lesson number 1. Comparison kills joy, and nothing grows in resentment. The moment you start measuring your worth against someone else's timeline, you stop honoring your own. I started to think back. When did I stop being proud of my own progress? When did "I'm doing my best" stop being enough? So I did something small but powerful. I unfollowed everyone who made me feel less than. Not because they were bad people, but because I needed to protect my peace. That's lesson number 2. Your mental space is sacred. Guard it like your future depends on it, because it does. Next, I started journaling every night. Just one line a day. What went right today? Some days it was big stuff, like nailing a client pitch. Other days it was tiny, like getting out of bed when I didn't want to. But that's the point. The little wins are still your wins. And over time, I noticed something incredible. When I stopped watching everyone else's path, mine finally started to make sense. One weekend, I decided to go hiking, alone. No photos, no story posts, just me. And at the top of that trail, sweaty and out of breath, I looked around and thought, this is what it feels like to actually be present. Not comparing, not performing, just being. That's lesson number 3. When you stop competing with others, you start connecting with yourself. See, nobody posts their full story online. You see the success, not the sleepless nights, the smile, not the struggle. And while you're envying their chapter 20, you're ignoring the beauty of your own chapter 3. You can't hate yourself into becoming your best self. You can only value yourself there. So I made a decision. Every time I caught myself comparing, I'd say, that's their lane. Stay in yours. And something wild happened. I started feeling proud again. Proud of the slow progress. Proud of the quiet resilience. Proud of being real. Because that's the truth. You can't build self-worth from the outside in. It starts from within. If you're listening right now and you feel like you're falling behind, hear me. You're not late. You're just on a different timeline. The tree that blooms in spring doesn't envy the one that blooms in fall. It trusts its own season, and you have to trust yours too. Here's what helped me take my power back. Limit comparison triggers. Social media isn't evil, but learn to use it, not be used by it. Celebrate small wins daily. They're proof you're growing, even when it's slow. Speak kindly to yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Remember, no one is living a perfect life, just edited highlights. One night, months later, I looked in the mirror and said something I hadn't said in years. I'm proud of you. And I meant it. Not because I had everything figured out, but because I finally understood my worth isn't something I earn. It's something I remember. So let me leave you with this thought. When you stop comparing, you start connecting. When you start valuing yourself, life starts valuing you back. If this story spoke to you, hit that like button, drop a comment about one thing you're proud of today, and subscribe for more stories that remind you, you are enough, exactly as you are. Because your journey isn't meant to look like anyone else's. It's meant to look like you.